my good friend. As we huddled around the log fire, we laughed the whole night long, as he told me a tale passed on to him by a wandering vagabond. My friend told me the story, and I'll pass it on to you. It was handed down the century, and he swore that it was true. And in the morning I could see him fade. Was it fact or fiction? Who can say? Storyteller, I believe every word you say. Storyteller, I bet you told a good tale in your day. He tried to tell the people, but the people wouldn't hear him spinning yarns and telling tales from yesteryear. Then he smiled and finished his story and said, "Will you pass it on for me? Storyteller, I'll tell that tale for you. Storyteller, somehow I'll get your message through." My friend told me the story, and I'll pass it on to you. It was handed down the century, and I swear that it is true.
When my first success in art, having had no art education in high school, other than looking at religious paintings in the Catholic Church, was in printmaking at Bowling Green University. And so I got used to working in a surface, a wood block, an etching plate. And so when I started painting, I have to have resistance. I have to have something to scratch into and carve through. And I've tried letting gesso get stiff, using house paint. But making paintings daily, I now use standard Liquitex modeling paste. And I simply take this metal straight edge and apply surface to the canvas. Sort of texture. I have no idea when I start a painting what the subject matter is going to be, but I always play off of the immediate surroundings that I'm in. I get this surface on here, and then I look around. I feel the environment, and so now I'm in the studio, the chicken coop. And I paint indoors, outdoors, kitchens, open cupboard doors, bathrooms, and so I look around and I'm intrigued by these windows that I've lived with for 20 plus years. And so I'm going to play off the shape of the window initially. What happens on the outside or inside of it, I have no clue yet. I use the pencil as a printmaker would an engraving needle or a burin. So I'm going to just simply play off of loosely play off of the shapes of these windows. So I'm simply using the drawing pencil to scratch through the surface of modeling paste that I put down. I don't worry about a likeness or things being symmetrical into size. I used to raise chickens in this building, so there used to be nesters behind the wall over here, and I'd have up to 200 chickens in here at one time, many years ago. And so I'm playing off of a shelf at the bottom under this window. And I often play with clay in here. So I'm gonna, on this lower shelf, I'm gonna sit some vessels. And again, I'm playing off my experience with a variety of containers. You can see that the line is and then outside of the window, I see some tips of hollyhocks growing up. So I'm just going to play off of those. And I don't want to be too literal with this, so I'm going to let the hollyhock come, the composition, the shape come in outside behind the window and drag down inside to confuse the viewer. Is the plant inside or outside? And I may suggest, even though I don't see it, I will suggest another stem pick up the shape over here. Years of carving in plates and doing wood blocks. My first sense is to see things in light and dark and shape composition. So while I'm doing these lines, I also have a sense of where the darks and lights may end up, and that could always change.